Welcome back, y'all. It is just Matt, y'all, and we are working on graphing basics. Graphing basics. So here we go. This is video number 3, and we're doing intercepts right now. And so intercepts is another vocabulary word. It's something you need to know what it is. It's the point where the lines cross the x and the y-axis, and those are called the intercepts. The x-intercept is a point, something comma 0, and the y-intercept is the point 0 comma something. And we can easily calculate these points by doing exactly what we did in the previous video. Notice in the previous video, at the end, we had intercepts right here. We did it right here. These first two, we were calculating the intercepts. We just didn't call them the intercepts. We just plugged in 0 for x and figured out a y, and then we plugged in 0 for y and figured out the corresponding x. Here's the x-intercept, and here's the y-intercept. So that's what we did last video, and we're going to continue doing that. Now we have a vocab word associated with it, so you need to know what that means. Okay, so here we go. We're going to determine the intercepts. For this first one, I'm going to do the x-intercept first. So I'm going to put a 0 on the y. So I'm going to put a 0 in for y, and I need to solve. So I'm going to subtract 7 on both sides. And then I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by 4, and I get x is negative 7 over 4. So that is my y-intercept. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to a different color. And I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to plug in 0 for x. Okay. So I'm going to plug in y equal 4 times 0 plus 7. So that's 0 plus 7. So that's y equals 7. This is so much easier. So this time x was 0 and y was 7. Okay, so stop the video and go ahead and do these other 3 and see if you can do those. I'm going to do them real quickly. Okay, so I'm going to plug in 0 for y. And that's going to give me 5x minus 0 equals 70, or 5x equals 70. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And I don't know why my computer's being weird, but it is. And I get x is 14. So when y is 0, x is 14. So this is the x-intercept. Now change colors again. And I will do the other one. I will put a 0 in for x. Don't have quite as much room as I had before. I have negative 7y equals 70. Now I'm going to divide both sides by negative 7. And I get y is 10, negative 10. So when x is 0, y is negative 10. So this is my y-intercept. Okay, keep going. This next one's kind of interesting. 6x minus 5y equals 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y. So I have 6x minus 5 times 0 equals 0. So I have 6x minus 0 equals 0, which is just 6x equals 0. Divide both sides by 6. I get x equals 0. So when y is 0, x is also 0. And so this is the x-intercept, and at the same time, it's going to be my y-intercept. 0, 0 is the point on the right in the middle. where the x-axis crosses and the y-axis crosses. So I don't have to do the other one. All right, and now this last one, let's see. So I can't put in y for 0. That's the x-intercept. Okay, because I can't plug in y for 0. So I can't plug in. I can't plug in 0 for y because I don't have it. Okay, so let's do the other one. We'll do the y-intercept. I can plug a 0 for x. And that's not true. Okay, I can solve it for x. I get x equals 3. If x is 3, then y can be 0. All right, so now let's think about this one. This one is one of those specials. All right, this is x equal a number. Okay, and so this is a vertical. And it doesn't have a y-intercept. There's no y-intercept. But there is an x-intercept. Because it's a vertical line. A vertical line, if you think about it, can't cross the y-axis. Okay, those are intercepts. Now, getting into graphing by plotting points. All right, I'm going to do this on the next video. You could stop here and copy these problems down and see if you can graph them.